Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Rich niggas and white women don't go together. There's a long track record. OJ killed his white woman, still had problems to the day he died. Tiger Woods married one, and she left with damn near $500 million. Tiger way better than me. I'd have been a dead on my watch. Bill Cosby was potentially in jail for life for 73 of the oldest, ugliest white women I have ever seen. Tight end, like that tight end. You played the right position, boy. Tight end, like that tight end. You can catch that football. Now you done caught a case. Play your position, I said. You like to play in your position.
Wow, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Man, I was just really checking out Eddie Griffin's latest episode on the Eddie Griffin Show, and man, he's not holding back. He's back on Shannon again. You know, Shannon not catching no breaks right now. So Eddie Griffin is back on him. And he say, you know, you see what he's saying about the Caucasian persuasion. OG, what's going on this morning?
Man, you know, I'm not an Eddie Griffin fan. I think Waddy Coyote, he just be running his mouth, but he makes a little sense.
Wait a minute, OG, why are you not an Eddie Griffin fan? What did Eddie Griffin do to you?
Because Eddie Griffin tries to play it like, you know, he's like a regular street, you know, he made the comment about what's the boy's name that stabbed Metcalf.
Oh, you talking about Carmelo Anthony? You in your feelings behind that? He said something wrong. I didn't. What did he say?
This man, you know, well, you need to. Why'd you stab him? You're gonna go into prison for that because you should have been throwing hands. Well, let's get the. He ain't had a fight in his life. Not on that subject, you know. He too skinny, looking like a little coyote. But I understand what he's saying.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm an Eddie Griffin fan, so we do not tolerate no Eddie Griffin slander on Boss Talk 101.
Well, he's suffering for tunes now. He done left a TV show. He's up here gossiping about Shannon Sharpe.
What the?
All he do is he ain't doing no shows.
Yeah, but he can do shows. I done been to his shows. His comedy shows is off the chain.
He ain't funny worth.
Oh, gee, I'm not finna sit here and do this with you. I thought me and you were finna have a good conversation this morning.
Let's talk about Shannon Sharpe.
Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah, he did call him out, and Shannon Sharpe is definitely suffering. When you look at Shannon Sharpe now, you know, everybody's, you know, he went in on Shannon the first time when Cat went on there too. Hold on, let me play. I gotta play that stand up. I gotta play it because let me look. Hold on one second. Hold on, hold on. Here we go. Right.
And Club Shay Shay. Yeah, Shay Shay. Gay. I don't give a fuck that nigga gay, nigga. That nigga sitting there with them tight ass pants on, with his balls and all over Cat's face. And you remember Cat kept looking the other way. You can tell how that nigga drink, he gay, nigga. He kept on saying, now, Cat. That's dick lips, nigga. That motherfucker had dick on them lips. Don't no nigga drink like that. Now, Cat.
Wow, so there it is, you know. Eddie Griffin, listen, he's not a Shannon Sharpe fan at all. And he feels like Shannon Sharpe, you know, Club Shay Shay, gay. You know, he was saying that, and then they came back and they tried to make it right. But his true feelings about Shannon Sharpe, he's not letting him make it, especially now that he done got caught with this young girl. It's really crazy. OG, you saying some of the same stuff that Eddie Griffin said.
But I'm saying, you know, I said that Shannon Sharpe was a victim. I've never said he was a perpetrator. That I feel that all of this stuff that happened to most of these black entertainers, these black athletes, they're being targeted by white America with these COINTELPRO agents dressed up like Betty Boop and come in intentionally because I mean, football players, they're not Rhodes scholars. They ain't that smart. That's why they football players. But back to Waddy Coyote, he always has something to say. He's the Al Sharpton of the comedy world. He says just enough to make white folks like him. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, so that's what you saying? Eddie Griffin is saying enough to get along.
That's what he's saying. When the pressure is heated, he has his little comments. Where was he when people really needed it? You know, he does all this talk about what Carmelo Anthony should have been boxing, but I don't see him with no boxing gyms helping black kids do anything.
He hasn't got under your skin with this Carmelo Anthony thing, but and I get it. I mean, I told you already that basically on that, and I'm not gonna go into it, but it just it's an unfortunate situation for both parties. But at any rate, I get where you're saying that Eddie came off like the guy already guilty, and I guess that's where you're going with it.
Right. You know.
I just OG. Is Shannon Sharpe really? I mean, when you look at this, here's this picture here, I showed it to you. You look at it, he's no longer. I think Boost Mobile logo is off of his nightcap show. You don't see the logo on there. No DraftKings. You know, Ocho's turning the light off and putting jerseys up here in the background, hiding different things with a jersey. Is this, and he sound downtrodden. You can tell it's messing with him. He's 56 years old. What's up with this, man? Do we think that he's going to be all right after this, or is he already being charged before convicted?
He's never going to be all right. That's what white America does. Once you get a stain on you, black people understand you have an expiration date. So put your money to the side, save you a safe haven, because just like you said, when anything happens to you, they start disconnecting. They start cutting. What I remember this guy Frazier, this movie star Frazier, has a whack ass show. He got caught in California speeding in a Mercedes Benz with an ounce of cocaine.
Okay.
They never took no commercials from him. The Frazier show was still playing. When white America does something, they hide it and cover it up, and it was a mistake, and he went to rehab. When black America do something, it's a felony. It's high, especially to a white woman. Bruh, Tony Busby, man, they need to be strung up. I'm telling you, him and Eddie Griffin together.
Wait, you putting Eddie Griffin up there with Tony Busby?
Put him up there. Put him right there.
Man,
Hang Eddie Griffin little ass with Tony Busby.
What the heck, man? You know, you gotta understand. I think I get what you're saying, but Shannon Sharpe put himself in this position, man.
No, he didn't. That's what you Negroes.
Well, tell me how he didn't, OG, because you don't have to talk to no little young girl that's white at the gym.
Talk to young girls before lusting.
I'm talking about a white girl at the gym that you know these are puns. These are things put out there deliberately to try to take you off your path, and he bit the forbidden fruit.
You never did nothing you thought you could get away with.
OG, everybody has done something they thought they can get away with, but he's done this multiple times, man. There's another lady came out against Shannon already as well. He gotta do better, OG.
He did the best he can. That man was slinging that thing. Anybody can get it.
Well, the girl is asking for $50 million, man. He offered her $10 million early on, from what I'm hearing, allegedly.
Well, I'll tell you what, Shannon. Put everything in your granny name.
It's too late. He didn't think about it, man. And the new thing that they talking about now, OG, and it's crazy. It says Shannon Sharpe refuses to view the alleged sex tape in the $50 million lawsuit. Busby tried to show it to him. Watch this. NFL Hall of Famer and prominent media figure Shannon Sharpe is facing a $50 million civil lawsuit filed by a woman using the named Jane Doe who accused him of rape and coercion during a relationship she claims was non-consensual. Central to the case is controversial video recording alleging showing one of the encounters in question. The footage has reportedly been offered for viewing to Shannon Sharpe, who refuses to watch it despite of multiple opportunities. Now, why he don't want to watch the video that they trying to show him? Look, this is where you messed up at. If you done it and you know that they lying on you, why you don't want to watch the video, OG?
Why I want to watch something that lady had me drugged? I didn't know I wasn't in my right mind. That wasn't me.
OG, I think he needed. I think Buzz be trying to show him that video. You know what I mean? To get him to understand that this is a very serious situation.
Ain't nobody cared about that ambulance chaser, and I'm not watching no video that y'all done doctored up, having me look like somebody that I ain't. I didn't do it. What does that boy Shaba say? It wasn't me. I was on the living room floor. It wasn't me.
OG.
It was not. What?
OG, seriously, now you know if you say you did this and this is why we got you at, I don't understand why they was trying to show it to him either. I'm kind of confused. Do they want to show it to him so he can understand the seriousness of it, so he can give them the money they're asking? Or is they trying to show it to him to get a reaction?
If I say it, it's not going to change my mind. But why do I want to watch something like that? And matter of fact, in California, you can't even tape me without my consent on a phone conversation. So when did this come in? When did we have this tape videoing me in a intimate moment in a private situation? We wasn't doing no porn scene or nothing. We're like, how did this come about? That means again, I was set up.
OG, I'm telling you right now. He might have been here. How you can't set nobody up unless they open themselves up to be set up.
If you went into a woman's house and felt like it was just you and her, and y'all did your thing, and she come up with a tape, did she not lure you into that?
Yes, she did. She lured me into it. You're right. But that still don't negate the fact of why am I going over to her house, bro? You know you worth millions. You know this girl ain't even got what you got going on.
I don't care if I'm worth.
If you worth millions, OG. Okay, so when you watch this,
I'm a victim.
Okay, OG. When you watch this and you see him give his thing to where he's saying, okay, I want to just first off start off by saying, Gabby or whatever the girl name and Busby, and he's giving you this long drawn out situation. He knows that there's an issue. When he steps down from ESPN, he knows that there's an issue. When these Barstool and all these other people, DraftKings, all of them start backing away from him, Ocho got his light turned off. Ocho Cinco got his light. What do you think, man? It's heads is about to roll.
They abandon you. Boy, nobody wants you when you're down and out.
Eddie Griffin was talking about him before this, though. Eddie was been talking about him, so that ain't nothing new. Eddie was on his head already.
Everybody to try to get a joke. Eddie the little
Wile E. Coyote. Why is you call this man Wile E. Coyote? Boy, you tough.
Don't even bring him up. Don't even bring him up because I'll send one of my little homeboys over there to see how he really got hands. OG,
let Eddie Griffin make it. But I'm telling you now, it's not Eddie Griffin's fault that Shannon Sharpe put himself in this position.
All of this, everything I see with this little 4'11" butt, always talking about throw these hands. I don't have no reputation of him ever throwing no hands. He'll be the first to pick up a gun if somebody slap this shit out of him.
Watch out, OG. You see, you go too far. Now, like I said, this man is a hell of a superstar. He's a comedian. He's one that's going to go down in our history books as one of the best comedians to do it.
No, you always see he ain't going to be the best at nothing. He had a show. He wasn't even the main on the show, and they discontinued the show.
Malcolm and Eddie, he killed that show. Stop it, man.
Eddie, I'm telling you, because he looked like Waddy Coyote, and all the kids like Waddy Coyote on the cartoon. So
No,
he was a
he's quite hilarious. He was quite hilarious on Norbit. He was hilarious on a lot of those different shows, movies or whatnot. He's had his fair run. And I was rooting for Shannon, to be honest with you. I'm still not against him, but I have an issue with him putting himself in this position and having the opportunity that he was afforded when everybody else is wishing they could get in that position.
You just ain't deal with a white woman to sue you.
Oh, gee. Nobody forced his hand on that, victim or not.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Man, when you get an erection, you lose all context of stuff. And these clear people know all the exotic things to say to a not unintelligent black man, and how to move up on. The way she don't even look healthy.
What?
But they got that voodoo that they just put on, especially these movies. They just accessibility. Anything that's light.
They got that voodoo. What the hell is you saying? They got that voodoo. Oh, gee. Listen, man. This woman just was at the gym working out, and this man seen her and approached her. This is the story that's being told.
She was placed in that gym. And she targeted that man. White folks always talk about targeting. She targeted him. We ought to go into that factor there. Black America, quit playing, help Shannon out, and we're protesting that lady targeted that man in that gym. Out of all the crows that was in there, she picked that one special crow to inflates herself on.
OG, let's be real. And I'm going to ask you this, and I want you to really take this into perspective. He's 54 at the time. She's 19. You don't see nothing wrong with that?
Hell no.
Oh,
what do you want with a 54-year-old?
I didn't say he had to be with a 54-year-old, but you don't think that 19-year-old's not intelligent?
He don't want to hear all them problems. Her a 54-year-old woman needs squeak like his, and she ain't never played football. No, I don't see nothing wrong with it. OG,
again, I'm gonna ask you again, and I want you to really think about this. He is 54 at the time. They're at the gym. She's 19 at the time. They walk into the gym. She sits in her place over there. She starts to work out. She's watching it. She's watching it. She's watching her weight. She's trying to get ready. She's an OnlyFans model. So she's trying to make sure she got her body straight for OnlyFans. Hold on. I'm trying to tell you the story.
Let's back up. She's a hoe.
What? No. She's a...
Let's make it right. Not OnlyFans. She's a hoe.
No, OG. She does things online to make income like a lot of people, okay?
No. Oh, so now she Amazon. That's Amazon pussy?
No, OG. I'm saying you got to understand what type of girl. She's 19. She was underage not only a few years back. You got to understand that. And I'm looking at Shannon Sharpe. He's 54. He's very successful. He's approaching his Cat Williams interview. He's sitting down with Steve Harvey. He's sitting down with all of these different people that come on his show, Cedric the Entertainer. He's sitting down with a lot of different people. Now he's over there with Skip Bayless, and he's already got another alleged charge too. Hold on, let me finish. I'm giving you the mind date. 54 and successful. She's 19 and she's on the OnlyFans trying to figure things out. Her mama didn't probably know she on there.
Let's give us her background. She been on OnlyFans since she was 13.
No.
She been a hoe since she was 13.
No, OG, that's what I'm telling you. That's not the truth. She couldn't have got on there. OnlyFans wasn't even out back then. But listen, all I'm telling you is, I think Shannon Sharpe should have been a little bit more brighter than to go dealing with that situation.
Could have been. We wouldn't have been to prison if we should have stayed our ass at home.
OG, so you just ain't gonna buy it. You riding with that he was a victim.
He's a victim. Oh, he only fans. No, she's a hoe. That's just like white America saying, Diddy and his freak outs, but you don't say nothing about your swinger parties. They the same thing. A swinger party, I understand, is worse than a freak out.
Wow, OG, I'm listen. We're gonna end it right there. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know if you agree with OG that Shannon Sharpe is a victim, or is he the one that's the aggressor? And also let us know, what do you think about Eddie Griffin taking a stance and speaking out against Shannon Sharpe during his downtime? He reignites the situation that he spoke on him back when he did the Cat Williams interview. Do you think that Eddie is wrong, or do you think Eddie's just being a comedian? Get in the comments. Let us know. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.